Definitely.
Do you have any other like daily rituals that you would want to share, or is it pretty much just your reading and just enjoying your coffee time?
I have to work out.
Yeah.
The gym has become, for a while, I didn't see it this way, but the gym has become like my decompress stress reliever. Um, I'm not obsessed with it, or I don't go every single day, but I have to do some kind of activity. Otherwise, I feel like my body's just like, what are you doing with yourself?
Yeah.
But definitely working out has become part of my routines now. Now it's starting to get nice outside, so I'm gonna get my bike ready because I every summer I go on bike rides for a couple, like 30-40 minutes, and then
Mhm.
come back home because it's too hot outside, and either go to the gym or work on my business, spend time with Daniela. We go hiking a lot, so but now it's nicer, so probably gonna start doing that more. You should come.
Yeah, I'm always down to hike. It's so beautiful out here. And now that the weather and hopefully wind has stopped.
Right. It's the wind. The weather is not bad. It's just the wind because so much dirt and everything. It's just
Yeah.
un-
Yeah, well,
unreal.
I'm down and I have a bike, so we can go biking and
I need
hike.
to take my bike to get fixed today, but definitely.
Yeah. So you mentioned working out, and I think that that also plays a big role in your mentality because I
Oh
enjoy
yeah.
working out. I don't, I took some time off, so I don't like go as hard as I used to go a couple years ago. But I think it's important to make a part of your routine because number one, it keeps you healthy,
Right.
mobile and moving. But aside from that, I think it helps you work on your mindset because you have to push yourself to keep going. It's so easy to be like, oh, I can't do this or this hurts. But then if you actually let yourself do it and tell yourself you can do it, you realize, holy shit, that wasn't as heavy as I thought. I could do a couple more reps.
Right.
Or, and then afterwards, you feel powerful. And then it shows how strong your mind is. So I don't know if that's how it is with you.
It is, and if I'm working out with somebody and they are saying I can't do it, I can't, and I hate hearing the word I can't, just because yes you can, but you're not pushing yourself or you're not telling your mind, hey, you can do this. Because I used to work out and I don't see it as the same because I used to be like, oh, I can't do it. It hurts, like you said. And then I'll be like, yeah, I'm done with this. Move on to the next one. But I wasn't doing as, you know, much as my body can take. And I was just being negative. But now I get in there, I'm like, yes, I'm going to kill this workout and I'm going to lift everything in here and nobody's going to stop me. And if you say that to your mind, guess what? Next thing you know, you're doing it. But like you
Yep.
said, you got to feed your mind good things.
Yes.
And always tell yourself, yes, you can. Yes, you can. And I tell that. I'm doing that with Daniela now. Every time she tells me she can't do something, I'm like, yes, you can. And we're going to do it. And you're going to do it. And we're going to kill it.
Yeah.
But you have to stay positive and think that way. You know, tell yourself, I can do anything. If they
Yeah.
can do it, I can do it. Might not be as great as they're doing it, but I'm doing it, you know.
Yeah, I can do it, and it might not happen right away, but I will
But I'm
be
going to
able to
get
get
there.
it done
Yeah.
with practice and consistency. And that's really important for kids because I don't know, I don't know if I really was told that a lot. Like, I wasn't told that I couldn't do things, but I don't remember specific conversations where it's like,
Right.
you're limitless, you can do it, strengthen your mind. And it's great that you're teaching that to her at such a young age so that when she's a young adult and has to make decisions, she knows the power of herself versus what people impose on her.
I'm teaching that to her because I didn't have that. Like, my parents were very strict and very like, oh, this way, that way. Like, we also live in a country where we're told what to do 24/7. So it's kind of like I don't know any better. But now that I do know better, I want her to know better. And yes, she can do any. I was like, Daniela, anything I can do, you can do. She'd be like, no way, mom. And I'm like, yes. So just like little things. And her dad does the same for her, because we didn't have that. And he's also same country that I'm from. So he knows that we don't have any better. And
Yeah.
all of our family, even now that they're here, they're still doing better. They're learning every day new things, just because
Yeah.
we didn't know those things back then. But yeah, everything, I try to bring everyone and everything that is going to be around her that is positive and can help her in any kind of way, and they
Yeah.
will, because kids need that. Like, we didn't have that growing up. Yes, our parents were there and they were great parents, but they didn't know certain things, so they didn't teach us certain things.
Mm-hmm.
It was always like, this way, that way, because they don't know any better. But
Right.
yeah, I try my best.
Yeah, I think it's important, like when we think about our parents, or whoever raised us, for the most part, of course, some people have worse situations, but I think that our parents do the best that they can in the situations that they're given. So although
Right.
they may not have given us every single tool that we think that we need or we learn that we need, they did everything that they knew that they could do. And now it's kind of up to us to learn what we need to learn and pass that
Right.
down on to our kids and the younger generations. And I think that I see you post all the positivity stuff on your Instagram and social media. So you're doing your job spreading positivity.
Yeah, I try my best.
I mean, those little things matter rather than just posting the next celebrity gossip or the sad news that's everywhere. So you can get that anywhere. You can't always get positivity because people aren't
Right.
positive.
And I posted because I get a lot of feedback. I've gotten a lot of messages this week about little things that I post, and somebody says, I needed to hear this today. And you don't know, maybe that person's going through a lot, and seeing that change their whole mindset. And they're like, wow, I'm loved. Even though I don't know you, I'm still going to say you're loved,
Yeah.
and try my best. But those messages that I get, positive feedback, it inspires me to keep posting more stuff, because maybe I can't relate to it. A lot of the things I post, I don't relate to them, but somebody might, and
Yeah.
they might, might make their day, might make them feel better. Just reading that might make them feel happier, just because somebody posted that and they saw it at the moment that they were going through something.
Hmm.
But yeah, you have to some in any little way you can, just like be positive, because the world's full of negativity, right? Especially right now, and it's just
Yeah.
one little message can change somebody's life. You might have saved a life today. You don't know.
Definitely.
Secretly don't know if you saved somebody's life, but yeah,
Yeah.
positive
'Cause
positivity always wins.
it does, especially since so many people suffer in silence. And even, people watch stories and everything in silence and may not say anything, but your
Right,
message still might have helped them. They just
right,
don't
right.
say anything. So I'm glad that you do that.
Thank you.
You have a lot
And
of
you do it
followers.
too. I see it.
I do. I do. It's been hard to like be vulnerable and like open. I've had to teach myself to
Right.
just share it and do it regardless of whether I heard something back or if I was like, oh, I'm gonna throw up because there's too many emotions. I'm being vulnerable. But it has a good outcome because I've received messages, like you said, maybe not right away, but I've received a random DM from someone way back from high school that I
Right,
haven't
right.
spoken to in a long time, or someone random like, I'm really glad you started this podcast. I'm really glad you posted this message. I needed this today. And so, like you said, those types of feedback are what keep me motivated and make me want to keep coming back
Right,
because I know that everybody struggles and we
right,
just don't like to talk about it because those are hard emotions. So
right. Exactly. I agree with you.
how do you hold yourself accountable with your brand and just on social media and life?
I have to be consistent with everything. I have to post. There's a lot of times where I take my breaks from my personal page because I don't have the same content that I have on my personal page as I have on my business page. On my business page is basically everything I look at. It's good stuff. The other, my personal page is sometimes too many jokes, too much negativity at times. But I just say, like, waking up every day and telling yourself you got to do this today. You're going to do this today. And I
Yeah.
don't see it as I have to, because obviously I take my breaks and there's days that I need me time. And I'm like, nothing to do with business today. This is my day so I can recharge,
Yeah.
reconnect, and but consistency. That's all I'm gonna say. Consistency, because if you're consistent, you're gonna see results.
Yeah.
Um, Also, stay positive, even though it's hard at times. Like, we all have bad days. I've had my bad days, many, many
Yeah.
bad days. But you know what? You get up and go. Get up, get it done. Tell
Yeah.
yourself, we're gonna do this. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna get it done. And guess what? Next thing you know, next hour, you're in a better mood.
Yep.
You're getting things done, and then you're happy because everything is that you needed to do, it's done. And you can now relax.
Yeah.
It makes me feel better.
Mhm. And I
Yeah.
think once you like, I like to ask myself, like, what is the worst that could happen? Like, I know I can sit in my feelings all day, but it's like, okay, so are you going to sit here and be mad the rest of your life, or are you going to like figure it out? Be mad. Why are you mad? And then be okay later.
Right.
So it's okay to have those bad moments, but just don't let them ruin everything.
Don't let it ruin your whole day.
Yes.
Like, I get upset for a couple hours, and I'm like, okay, what am I gonna gain from this? Because let's go to the gym, feel
Yeah.
better. So tomorrow you have a better day.
Yeah.
That's how
And
it
it
works for me, anyways.
Yeah, and breaking down like why you're upset. Like if you're not learning
Right.
from the reason that like triggered you or whatnot, I think it's kind of a wasted moment because you're probably going to keep repeating whatever that is that made you pissed off or feel that type of way. So
Right.
figure it out so you don't have to keep repeating it.
Ask yourself, is this worth being mad over? Or
Hmm.
can I fix this simple little issue? Am I going to tell my friend that she made me upset because she said this? Not just be mad at her and
Yeah,
be upset the whole day. Talk about it. Ask, hey, or tell, hey, I don't like this. Because that's been a big thing for me too. I've learned to speak up.
hmm,
Before, I'll be like quiet and be like, oh, well, I guess whatever. We'll get through it. But now you have to ask, hey, what'd I do? Because people sometimes don't tell you either. They just stop talking to you, but you won't know why because they don't talk, because they also have other issues that we're not aware of. But I try now. Whoever is upset, I'm like, what did I do to make you upset? Let me know so I can respect your boundaries. Because, we all have boundaries. We just don't
right.
tell people, oh, I don't like this, or I don't like that, or I'm not doing this, I'm not doing that. A lot of times, out of feeling bad, you say yes. And then
Hmm.
the day comes and you're like, oh man, what did I do?
Yeah.
But yeah, talk about, like you said, talk about the issue, not just let it get better tomorrow. You have to break it down and say, hey, what happened here? Or
Right.
even with yourself, ask yourself, like, why did I do this?
Yeah.
You know, what
Yeah.
am I what am I doing wrong?
Yeah.
But it definitely needs to be broken down. So I agree with that.
Yes, I love it, love it. So with you having such a large following on well, you've got a large following on your business page, but on your personal page, is it hard for you to like stay balanced, or do you ever feel different types of pressures from social media? Because obviously you're beautiful and you get a lot of
Thank you.
attention from that, I'm sure, but just having so many eyes on you, do you feel pressured at all in any
I
way?
don't, because I just leave. Whenever I'm feeling uncomfortable, I take my break. And even if I'm back the next week, I took my break from it.
Yeah.
So I take break. I also set boundaries. You're not. There's a lot going on social media, but it's up to you to what you allow
Yeah.
and what you allow to people to do. You're basically teaching them how to treat you. I I don't feel pressure because I only post. You don't know my life. I post what I want you to see about my life. I post what I'm feeling at the moment, what I'm doing at the moment, but you don't know me. So basically, people assume
Yeah.
what they want to assume, but at the end of the day, you know yourself. You know what you want to allow, what you don't allow, what you won't allow. And I used to be shy about posting things like, oh, I can't post that. But like I said, I've grown so much that now if I'm comfortable with something, I'm gonna post it. If I'm uncomfortable with something, I'm gonna let you know.
Yeah.
And you can always block people, restrict them. unfollow them. Um, I don't know. I don't think I feel pressure because, like I said, if I'm ever like feeling uncomfortable, or I'm gonna let whoever know, or
Mm,
if I'm feeling overwhelmed, I'm gonna take my break because we need those breaks.
yeah.
Now, I'm not gonna take a break from my business page, but also gonna take. I mean, I will obviously take a break from my personal page because at the end of the day, my business is what's I'm focused on.
Yeah.
Yes, I have a life. I have my personal life, but no, I don't feel pressure, or
Good.
I don't really care for social media like that. Anything I can do on there, there's a lot of stuff. Also, there's a lot of things I do that I don't share just because those are my moments, my private moments, my me time, my private experiences that I
Mm,
don't want anyone to see but me. So take take breaks. I say take breaks.
yeah.
And my friends always ask me, why are you always leaving and coming back? I'm like, because it helps my mental health.
Yeah.
I'm like, all the memes and content I have on here, I don't have on my other page. So my other page is my escape. And over there is all positive and fun stuff and things that I actually care about.
Yeah.
But take breaks, take social breaks. Definitely
I
recommend. And you feel so free. Like when I take my breaks, I feel more peaceful than usual. And I'm like, I'm not feeling obligated to reply to this or post that or be on here seeing things that I don't want to see.
yeah.
So
I
I
agree
definitely
because
recommend.
there's a lot of there's a lot of bullshit on social media that you can get lost in, whether it's
Oh yeah,
funny, whether it's that, like there's just a lot of stuff that doesn't really matter in real life
right.
that it's easy to get sucked into and like make your real life if you let it happen. So I think that breaks are important. I haven't taken one in a while because I've been trying to just stay consistent with posting for my brand.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
I definitely have wanted to take a break. It's about time for a break. So I probably will take a break next month, not from my personal or not from my business page, but my
Right.
personal for sure, because it's about time to just clear, like you said, clear your
Yeah.
mind and just I don't want to think about technology that week. Like I just want to not do anything. So it
Right.
helps with your mindset. And I think also the fact that you and I have been working on ourselves and our mindset and loving who we are and just living authentically and unapologetically, that for the amount of followers you have and all that, you don't use that as pressure or see it as pressure because you're content with who you are. Like
Right.
those outside influences don't really matter.
Right. Because at the end of the day, I'm like, yeah, okay, all I have on here is makeup tutorials. I don't wear makeup. So it's kind of like, for what am I here? Like, what am I watching this for? Why am I feeding this to my mind for? Because
Yeah.
everything we watch, you can either absorb or not.
Hmm.
I see it as entertainment. Like, Instagram for me, let's say if I didn't have my business, it's just pure entertainment because at the end of the day, you're living your reality by yourself.
Right.
Your followers are not there with you. Yes, your friends are, and
Mm.
but no one that and a lot of these people we also don't know. It's like, yeah, we're friends online, but I don't know you.
Right.
So to me, it's just entertainment. I try to see it that way. I don't try to, with my business page, I see it as a tool,
Yeah.
obviously, but for my personal page, it's entertainment. So a lot of times I don't want to be entertained, so I just leave, come
Yeah.
back on a week later or 2 weeks. And I've taken a 5 year break once. I
A
took a
5 year
5 year
break.
break. Yeah, I
Wow.
just got back on Instagram in 2017. But everything else before that, I took a huge break. I was one. I was experiencing my pregnancy. I was experiencing my serious relationship at the time and things like that. So social media didn't matter. Plus, back then there was nothing fun on there.
Yeah.
But yeah, to me, I can go at any time. It doesn't nothing on there like it's attachment. I'm not attached to anything.
Yeah.
I leave and go all the time, anyways.
Well, that's
Yeah.
good. I'm glad you can do that. I'm about to use your
Thanks.
chapstick right now.
I was looking for mine too. I'm gonna drink some water because I've been drinking this gallon thing. I mean, I'm kind of almost to half today, but it's hard.
I mean, it's only 10:52. That's pretty damn good. It takes me like all day to drink that that much.
The first day sucked, but it's getting better, and I see the difference. I have more energy,
Yeah.
and I see a difference in my body, my strength. I think I was very dehydrated before, even though I thought I was drinking enough water. I wasn't. But
Yeah.
I see a difference on my skin, my body just differently now, and I have huge energy. And everywhere I go, I have to take one of those. So now I'm like, well, when the summer comes and I go on my bike, how am I going to drink water?
How am I gonna drink water? And then you gotta pee all the time.
Right.
Like, dang,
Right.
I'm tired of using the bathroom. But anyways, that's another topic. But so you mentioned a lot on your page the importance of sunblock, sunscreen.
Oh,
Why do you want to explain why that's so important and maybe like give your top three skincare tips before we
I
get
am
right into
still learning on the sunscreen topic, but I met Michelle, my esthetician, and she has changed my life in so many positive, good ways. I used to get, well, I still get it. I used to get melasma because I wasn't wearing sunscreen, and I would wear it, but obviously not the correct one and not as consistent as I was. I mean, as I am now. And now I think everyone should wear sunscreen. I used to think, oh, because I'm dark, my skin is good to go. But no, because in the summer, I get marks on my face and it's from sun damage. The sun is damaging because in the wintertime, it's obviously not as powerful.
right?
So I didn't wear sunscreen for a long time. There was years that I wasn't wearing sunscreen just because I thought, oh yeah, my skin is good.
Yeah.
We don't need sunscreen. My mom on the other page, she'd be like, "Yes, mom, you should wear sunscreen because your complexion is different." But she taught me this that even if you're sitting in your house and your curtains are closed, you still need sunscreen.
Okay.
And I see the difference. Like my skin has changed in less than a year so much just because I've been putting sunscreen every day. I'm learning the difference between mineral sunscreen and all of that good stuff. But I definitely recommend wearing sunscreen every day.
Yeah.
I'm looking for a good one for my body now because summer, but definitely wear sunscreen every single day and
Okay.
apply it multiple times, until it gets dark out. Sometimes it be 7 p.m. and I'm still putting some,
Well, this
but
sun is hot out here, so
yeah,
it's
we
very
definitely
strong.
need it. You need a good sunscreen and moisturizer
Yeah.
because it's so dry here. And I get a lot of good feedback on my moisturizer just because it's very hydrating and it doesn't leave your skin feeling greasy or oily at the end of the day. So I definitely recommend sunscreen every day. Yeah.
That's good to know. I definitely don't do that.
You need to
So that's
buy one.
something that I need
So
to do.
get one from Michelle. They're great and I think you'll like it.
I will. I'll look into it because I have noticed a difference in my skin since I moved here,
It's
with it being
terrible here.
dry and yeah, just having some skin issues. But I'll definitely try that. So
Yeah, our water here and our what else? The dry and the water, it's just our water here is not great. But, you know, you can you can there's tools to help. You can buy a filter for your, shower, things like
mhm.
that. But I saw a big difference in my hair when I moved here. Um, it's just not the same as other states.
Yeah.
But well, I don't know. I wouldn't move. I like it here.
I love it here. It feels like home. I'm originally from Illinois and I moved here in June from Northern California, like around Oakland. And it never felt like home when I was in California, but as soon as I got here, I was like, there's just something about it.
Something
It feels
about it,
good.
right?
Yeah,
I
it's
think also
beautiful.
like people here are nice too. Even though, we are a gambling state, there's still things that locals do. Like we go hike, we go eat, we
Yeah.
go out, we go to another state, but always comes back because going out to California, going out to Utah, Arizona, it makes me appreciate here so much just by seeing how other states function.
Hmm.
Like, wow, I love it over there. Like, I'll go on vacation, but I'm not moving,
Not
you
moving.
know? And it's
I
also
agree.
affordable too. So it has a lot of pros and cons.
Yeah, I agree. I like it. Well, I'm glad that I moved here and I met you and used your
Same.
skincare line. Do you want to tell everyone where they can find you, where they can buy your products?
You can buy my products at elephantmudskincare.com. Also, you can follow me on Instagram at elephantmudskincare. I'm going to try my best to make it to the next open house. So I'll post about that and I'll probably try to make a flyer or something for my little setup that I am trying
Yeah.
to get. I keep setting it up at home and thinking, okay, this looks nice. But then I get there. When I get there, it's going to be a whole different story. So I'm preparing myself for that.
Yeah. But we all
Thank you
start
for the
somewhere.
opportunity.
Yeah. Well, I look forward to you going to the open house. Yeah, if for those of you who don't know and who are local, Nikki from Pandas Crystals has hosted an open house that local small
Awesome.
businesses are can go to. And so I have a vendor space. Annie will soon have a vendor space. And there are so many other cool vendors there, so you can definitely come check us out almost every Sunday in local Vegas, and you can see our Instagram page for more details. But do you have any parting words?
It's Sunday.
Sunday.
It's Sunday. I take Sundays for me, and everyone should do something for themselves, even if it's just laying in your bed all day reading a book. Do that. If it's relaxing, do it. Sundays are for chilling. And anything, I would say anything that anybody can do, you can do too. You just have to tell yourself that you can do it and actually put effort into getting there and doing it. But yeah, Sunday self care.
Sunday self-care, skincare.
Yeah,
Well, thank you so much for being part of the show. I had a great
thank
time
you.
talking to you. And
Likewise.
yeah, we
I
will
hope
talk.
you have a good day today and you get a lot of sales today. The
Thank you.
weather is nice. So I
Thank
think it's going to set the tone for the day too, because the weather can also set the tone for your day as well.
Definitely. Yeah, for sure. So, well, I will be talking to you. Thanks again.
Thank you.
Bye.